How do you process this one?
This definitely hurts right now. We had every opportunity to win this game, and again, it comes back down to those, those little mistakes. Or I don't know what happened on that last play. I think Cisco got hurt or something, so hopefully he's feeling all right. But this one's definitely gonna hurt because I feel like we had a great game, defensively, special teams, offensively. I think we all made big plays when we needed it the most, but we didn't get this victory. So this one really hurts.
Yeah, is it frustrating to you you see a lot of good plays, but they just, whether they're not coming when the offense makes a good play, the defense does, or vice versa?
That complementary football, I think that's what it all is. We both have spare moment, big plays here and there, but to capitalize, defense get a stop. What does the offense do, or the offense gets a good gets a touchdown? How do we respond to defense? I think that's what we have to be better at, because we can obviously play good football on both sides of the ball. We just have to complement each other a little bit better.
When that has happened, I mean, is that just riding momentum? Is it just guys making plays in those spots? Is it riding momentum from one unit to another? What is that?
To be honest, what does it look like from previous time, from previous experiences? I think it's just having that confidence, or just everybody doing what they're supposed to do, or just everybody doing what they're supposed to do when somebody makes a play when the ball comes to them, or vice versa. I feel like personally, when a big play was made, when we came back out there, something happened to them, and we had to respond. And then we're not trying to figure out. We're just playing ball, but we're not making that one person at that particular play is not making that play. I don't know. What I'm saying? I got to watch this tape, but I know this hurts. And we're going to have to correct this. Sorry. Excuse my language.
Does this one hurt a little more than the others just because we're halfway through the season? You guys said, you need to win every game out.
Yeah. I mean, very disappointed that we lost, obviously. Hurt more, hurt less. A loss is a loss at the end of the day, and they all sting the same way. Obviously, we had a goal to win every other game. to win games, to win every game moving forward, and we didn't get that done today. So it definitely stings a little bit. But a loss is a loss, and it just doesn't sit right for myself or anybody else in this locker room.
How important is it to have confidence heading into Week 9? What does it mean for this team to have a little bit more?
I feel like we have confidence. Obviously, you see the way we competed today, so the confidence isn't there. We know we can play. I think this was probably one of our best games defensively, just from what it felt like, not watching the tape, or, just how it felt, the energy that we played with. I felt like we competed really well. We got out the field on third down. We had the takeaway. And so, we stopped the run up to a certain point, so we had to tackle better defensively, especially in crucial moments, especially towards the end of the game. So that's one thing that we need to focus on, and we need to just dial into, because it's a four-quarter game, and like we said previous times, the game don't stop until it's 0-0-0-0 on the clock, and so we just gotta keep that effort up right there.
This far in the season, how important is it to kind of lock in and kind of get as much, maybe that you guys have?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just confidence at this time of the.
How important is confidence
yes.
right now? It's really important, and I think that we do a good job week in, week out, coming in with confidence. I think we came in ready to play. We didn't execute down the stretch, key plays here and there, but I think whoever you roll out, I think we always have confidence that we're preparing the right way to win games. We just gotta win those plays within the game that end up winning the game. So fourth quarter through fourth quarter, every play is important. Confidence in winning, confidence in preparation is definitely there.
Is it still pretty frustrating, though, to have the outcome that you did with all the confidence that you have?
It's losing, frustrating every time. It's tough. And you got to go there, prepare, see what you got to do a little bit differently in order to get on the winning side of these plays, in order to win the game. But definitely losing is frustrating.
Is it hard to believe? Sometimes you did a lot of good things, right? You get a takeaway. You did some good things early, but you just can't piece all together for a W.
Yeah, that's the NFL. You can win the first quarter, don't mean that you're going to win all the way through the game. Back when I was a child, I think, I saw the Rams win the whole Super Bowl, lost to Tom Brady. So you got to win first, second, third, fourth, all the way through. good team's going to win. Critical down. That critical down could come in the second quarter. It's big plays in complementary football that we got to continue to improve on and continue to learn how to play, and that's when the wins will start rolling. But we got all the talent. I know you guys are tired of hearing it, but we're right there. We just got to execute when execution matters the most.
Were you did you guys think that maybe they were just going to run it to overtime, whether it came out with a run?
No. I think they came out with a run. I think we all thought it was the boot play they showed us 2 times earlier in the game, maybe 3 times. We kind of all automatically went for it, and then it's a good chess game on their part. Went for the oh crap route, we call it. It was open. Got to play, got to see it. Don't assume, got to see it.
You're chasing, you get all the momentum. Is it more of a gut punch when you come back from 10 down and then it just still doesn't end up your way?
For sure, it's a gut punch, and I just don't like losing any game. It's a gut punch, and when we right there, we play so hard, and obviously there are times we played better, times we didn't play as good this game, but we was right there ready to win it, and we didn't, so that's tough. Tough.
First game in a while, how did you feel, and how do you think you came out of it?
Yeah, I'll talk about that tomorrow.
Find a way. We just had to find a way to continuously get over that hump. Obviously, we had those ebbs and flows during the game, and for me personally, I just had to make all the plays, 100% of the plays that come my way. Like one of the missed sacks, I feel like that would have been critical if I would have got that one. And then, what I'm saying, we just had to find those little details to get over that hump that we need to be great.
Josh just said he felt like as a whole you guys were playing well, and then it was 1 or 2 breakdowns. Do you feel like that's when it's been coming down to, just 1 or 2 plays like that?
Yeah, I feel like just about every game that we lost, besides one, I feel like it always comes down to that one or two plays. You never know which one it is, so that's why I say you just have to go in and capitalize on 100% of the plays that come your way.
Sorry. What do you think has to change necessarily with the defense in terms of the mentality, maybe just to finish, just to get that extra, whatever you need?
I wouldn't say anything has to change. It's just a sense of urgency has to ramp up from the start to the finish. Obviously, I feel like we didn't come out how we supposed to come out, fast, physical, things of that nature. So we just have to amp up the intensity coming out and then finishing as well.
Is that what you need to do to get over the hump, or is there anything else?
Definitely that's part of getting over the hump, and like you say, just execution and all three phases coming together like we did last week. Obviously, it was very clear that all 3 phases came together last week, and that's one of those things that we have to try to continuously come together with each other as a team and do.
Travon, what's it like when you guys are doing some good things and it still doesn't end up the right way to feel good in here?
That just goes to show you this game is all about the inches, and within those inches, you just have to dig into those little small details. Like I continuously keep saying, it's always going to come down to those 1, 2, or 3 plays. And I feel like once we start executing, obviously it's going to be ebbs and flows of the game, but once we start executing majority of those plays as a collective, as a group, everyone, all 11 on the field, then I feel like that'll be us getting over the hump.
You feel like the momentum shifts back and forth because you guys aren't playing complementary football. When you guys do something good, it seems like the offense might not be in rhythm, and then vice versa sometimes.
No, I wouldn't even say that. It's just this is football, and obviously it's going to be ebbs and flows in every football game, no matter what. Nobody's perfect. I'm not trying to say we gotta. Obviously, we want to go out there and be perfect, but nobody's perfect in this game. It's a hard game of football. They get paid just how we get paid. So, like I say, we just have to find those little small details.
Did they surprise you a little bit at the end of the game, throwing it? Or did you think maybe they were playing for overtime at all?
No, they did everything that we expected them to do. Came out, tried to continuously run the ball, run out the clock, and we just had to get out the field.
I know most of the injuries were on offense, but what that next man up mentality and seeing guys step up kind of say to you?
It says a lot. It's the NFL, so that's how it's supposed to be. It's next man up. It's nothing that you can dwell on. Like tomorrow, Monday, we got to come in and get treatment. The ones that's banged up, we got to come in and get healthy. And then it's on to the next. It's a week-to-week league.
Are they capable? Definitely they're capable. They wouldn't be here if they weren't. It's going to be all hands on deck. So obviously very unfortunate that we have to get to that point, but it's the NFL and guys got to step up. So I don't know exactly how we're going to move forward, but we got to move forward.
What's it like to find some small victories there in that fourth quarter for you guys? I mean, you're down all those bodies and you rally from 10 back. I mean, does that mean something?
I mean, I think it definitely speaks to the young guys. Young guys like getting called on and just stepping up. So, at this point of our season, can't really bask in the moral victories, but yeah, it's good for our team. It's good for the young guys to step up in that moment, and still got a lot of football left, so gotta keep going.
And you stepped up big time.
Traffic there on that play in the end zone. Did you feel like, I don't know, maybe 2 seconds before the ball was even in the air, that Trevor could throw it to you there?
Yeah, Trevor has a really good sense of guys winning at the line of scrimmage, and a lot of plays in the past that he's thrown to me. He's thrown to me off of great releases, and I threw a great release on the guy, and so I knew Trevor would see it. So I knew the ball was going to be up there for sure.
Could you also talk about the timing of the jump? Because that's what got the defenders, was the fact that you timed it perfectly to go up to get the ball.
I just went up and caught it. I just went up and got it. Definitely, everybody was talking about it was up there floating, but yeah, I just went up and got it.
Feels like we've wondered, though, can you guys make the winning plays, the big plays, and you do in that moment.
Yeah.
So how much of a gut punch is that you still don't end up celebrating it here?
Yeah, I mean they ran a great play on offense. That little sneak play that gets everybody. So very unfortunate in that moment. But our guys fought. Our guys, we believe that we can win this game, and we were right there. So we're definitely trending up. And at this point, we got to fight for our legacy. What kind of legacy do we want to leave as individuals and for our team as a team? So, we can throw the record out at this point. What legacy are we going to leave on the field moving forward? And I think today gave us a good glimpse of what we can do. Still just got to finish. So, got to keep moving forward.
Christian, you have a good relationship, strong. How tough is it to see a guy go down like that?
Yeah, it's just one of the best teammates I've ever had, ever been around. One of the smartest players I've been around. One of the best leaders I've been around. And you saw him cut up today too. He was rolling, he was getting going, and it's just a very unfortunate event. God doesn't make mistakes. There's a plan. His will is better than any of ours can imagine. So he'll be just fine.
I mean, you're not saying the season's over, right? But you're saying the rest of it has to be about personal pride and personal responsibility.
Hell no, the season's not over. You know what happened here. We were in a way worse spot later in the season. So I think today we were that today. Everybody was playing their asses off. Leaving a legacy for themselves and for our team, and that brought us down to the wire against a really good team. So I'm saying that just we got to continue to do that, continue to build on that, and if we have that outlook, we're going to get the best out of our guys for sure.
At any point we were sitting around in the huddle or lining up going, where is everybody? Like everybody's out, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean I didn't even realize. I was so locked in. I didn't realize Gabe was out. I didn't realize BT was out. Obviously, I was like front row for Christian. So, and then I came off on the sideline, and they were like, "We have to go 12 personnel for us today." And I was just like, "Okay." And then it was like, "Oh," but it's football. Gotta step up and make plays and keep going.
I mean, there's been a lot of talk about this team potentially trading off guys because of the record. Christian was talked about. Brandon, obviously, we talked about Cam. Is that disheartening, or is it a distraction for you guys to hear that that another loss and watch this team sell?
That's way outside of our building. Way outside of our building. We have no control over that, and we truly love each other in here. So we don't even think about that. We don't even fathom that. At the end of the day, the business is a business, and things might happen. We're not like we can't even sit here. I don't even want to sit here and answer that question. So respectfully, but that's just something we don't think about or talk about.